Yo. Analytics off the chain, other channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game.
I'm a headliner.
What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there as we continue to get the finger virtually here from fantasy football in week 7, right? Either it's bye weeks or it's injuries, but altogether it blows big time here this week. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about our top 20 quarterbacks and our top 40 running backs here for week 7, but you guys know the drill. On this show, every single week, I announce our new giveaway that we got from our mystery box the week prior from Pristine Auction. So if you watched last week's tailgate show, you saw me open that box. One of the items I'm going to give away, and this one's tough because I wanted to keep this one, but I'm here for the people. So make sure you hit that like button for me because I greatly appreciate that support. I'm giving away a signed Justin Jefferson jersey right here, the yellow and purple. I love this alternate color here. I wanted to keep it, but you know what? We're giving it away to the people. So this is what you got to do. You got to hit the like button down below. You got to leave a comment down below letting me know you're interested in that jersey. And then make sure you have your account set up at Pristine Auction using the referral code Headliners. They'll send you a $10 off coupon if you have it. But as long as you have your account set up, you leave that comment down below and help me out by hitting the like button. You're entered into winning that jersey, in which I will announce tomorrow on the tailgate episode. So make sure you check that out. But now it's time to dive into some rankings in our top 20 quarterbacks here for week 7. And with some big name studs on bye this week, you're going to see some names probably a little bit higher than you're used to seeing them, right? No Josh Allen, no Dak Prescott, no Justin Herbert for us here this week. So number 1, going to be Kyler Murray going up against the Houston Texans at home. Great matchup for Kyler. He's putting up great points, going to have a lot of opportunities to score some points this week. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes having a quote-unquote down year, throwing a bunch of interceptions, but he's still putting up huge numbers. He's going to be in Tennessee to face the Titans. Matthew Stafford coming in number 3, going to be at home in LA, facing his old team, the Detroit Lions, looking for some fireworks here in a revenge game. Got Matthew Stafford, number 3. Number 4, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Bucks, going to be at home against the Chicago Bears. And honestly, I don't care who Tom Brady plays. He's got so many weapons at his disposal. He can put up big numbers every single week. Got him at number 4. Number 5, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, going to be at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. An interdivisional matchup here in which we expect Lamar Jackson to still find success. Remember, the return of Rashad Bateman is going to raise the ceiling on a weekly basis. As they really get him acclimated to this offense, Lamar Jackson is going to continue to climb. Got him at 5. Number 6, Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers going to be at home against the Washington football team, who allow a butt ton of points to opposing quarterbacks. Got him at number 6. Number 7, Jalen Hurts going to be at Las Vegas. Now, Jalen Hurts, not the best NFL quarterback when it comes to fantasy football, though. The guy continues to score points. Got him at number 7. Number 8, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals, going up against the Baltimore Ravens. A difficult matchup for Joe Burrow, but with the likes of T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon, he's got plenty of firepower to put up some big numbers and keep pacing a potential shootout here with the Baltimore Ravens. Number 9, Derek Carr, who seemed to bounce back just fine with no John Gruden. They're going to be at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw Carr return to his 300-yard games with 2+ touchdowns each week. That's what we're looking for on a weekly basis. That's why he's sitting right here. Number 9. Number 10, Matty Ice. Matt Ryan come off a bye week, going to be in Miami, and he gets Calvin Ridley back. Had a great game before the bye without Ridley. Can they really build some momentum in this offense? That's why I got him at number 10. Number 11, Sam Darnold of the Carolina Panthers, going to be in New York. No, not the Jets. Going to be facing the Giants here this week. And Sam Darnold has struggled the past couple weeks, but I expect this offense to get back on track. They're going to start utilizing the run game a little bit more with Chuba Hubbard to take some of that pressure off. I believe that starts this week. That's why I got Sam Darnold, number 11. Number 12, Tua Tagovailoa, Miami Dolphins. His team may not like him. They may be looking to trade him, but you know what? The guy is not a bad NFL quarterback, and it sounds like he could have Devontae Parker back this week. If that's the case, I like the potential ceiling at home against the Falcons. Got him at 12. Number 13, Ryan Tannehill, Tennessee Titans, going to be at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. We know the Chiefs still going to put up points. Tanny going to have to throw for all 4 quarters. Let's hope he has some healthy weapons to throw to by the weekend. Got him at 13. On to 14 then, Jameis Winston, New Orleans Saints, going to be at home against the Seattle Seahawks. In which Jameis shows up? The 5-touchdown Jameis or the 5-interception Jameis? That is the biggest question mark in New Orleans. A very boom or bust offense, and doesn't sound like he's going to have Michael Thomas. Got him at 14. 15, then Carson Wentz, Indianapolis Colts, going to be playing Sunday Night Football in San Francisco against the 49ers, and I probably could have him a spot or two higher because he's been playing great football here as of late, but I really expect them to rely on the running game and Jonathan Taylor, plus he's got some banged-up pass-catching weapons. Once again, that's why I dropped him down to 15. 16, Teddy Two Gloves, Teddy Bridgewater, Denver Broncos playing Thursday Night Football tonight against the Cleveland Browns. I love Teddy in this matchup. The problem is Teddy ain't 100% healthy, which brings a lot of added risk if he can't make it the entire game. That's why I've had to drop him down a few spots. Got him at 16. 17, Jimmy Garoppolo, San Francisco 49ers. Just talked about this matchup at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Jimmy G doesn't have George Kittle, and that's going to lower the ceiling. However, does this mean we see more Brandon Ayuk potentially here this week? Got him at 17. Number 18, Daniel Jones, New York Giants at home against the Carolina Panthers. I actually like Daniel Jones. The problem is all of his weapons are hurted right now. I mean, everybody in New York is basically banged up, and he's got limited weapons to really throw to on a weekly basis. Got him sitting right here at 18. 19, Justin Fields, Chicago Bears, going to be going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. The only reason I'm even ranking Justin Fields is I expect them to be losing in this ballgame and him throwing a lot. If he can find the end zone a time or two, he'll find himself right here in this 19-20 range. Got him sitting here at 19. And then number 20, Jared Goff, Detroit Lions. He's facing the Los Angeles Rams back in LA, going back home where he was drafted in LA. Do I expect them to win this ballgame? No, I expect them to be losing and throwing a lot. And that's why I got Jared Goff sitting right here at number 20. All right, so that's going to round out our top 20 quarterbacks, but now we head into our top 40 running backs. Still trying to name this segment, to be completely honest. Full disclosure here, I know I was supposed to put out a poll to vote on this, and I totally forgot about it until I sat down to record this video. That's my bad. I'll get it out there. I forgot. 100% full disclosure. I forgot. But anyway, we had somebody last week that wanted me to call this the quick and dirty top 30 with 10 bonus players to make it sound like I'm giving away more to the people. I am a man of the people, but we're going to dive into the top 40 here. And man, I don't know if I've ever put together rankings for the running back position with some of the names and places that they are this week. It is crazy due to all the bye weeks, the injuries. It's ugly, but let's kick it off here. Number 1 should be no surprise because it's Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans, who continues to run all over the NFL, going to be at home against Kansas City, sitting right here, number 1. Number 2, Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers, going to be going up against the Washington football team at home. And Aaron Jones is just one of those guys who's so explosive, doesn't need huge volume. He's involved in the passing game, huge ceiling on a weekly basis. Got him at number 2. Number 3, maybe the highest I've ever ranked, Darrell Henderson of the Los Angeles Rams, but he's going to be playing at home against the Detroit Lions. And during Bipocalypse, during the injury woes that we all have, Darrell Henderson could be a sight for sore eyes and really climb the rankings a lot here this week. Got him at number 3. Number 4, Alvin Kamara, going to be at Seattle. Doesn't sound like there's any Michael Thomas, so Alvin Kamara in line to get huge volume once again. Got him at number 4. Number 5, Jonathan Taylor, going to be playing against the San Francisco 49ers on the road. Jonathan Taylor is somebody who over the past couple weeks has excelled on the ground and through the air. If they can really continue that momentum going forward, he's going to be a top 5 guy rest of season. Number 6, Joe Mixon, Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of people still unsure about Joe Mixon, but he's continuing to go out there and produce on a weekly basis. It seems like we escaped that injury. A matchup against Baltimore isn't ideal, but we're looking for volume here this week. Joe Mixon should get it. Got him at number 6. Number 7, maybe the highest I've ranked Leonard Fournette in a good 3-4 years. I mean, this is like, we're going old school Jacksonville Jaguar Lenny right here because he's ranked number 7 this week, going to be at home against the Chicago Bears. He's the clear-cut number 1 in an offense that scores a lot of points. He gets a lot of touchdown opportunities. He's getting pass-catching work. So Leonard Fournette of the Bucs sitting right here at number 7. Number 8, DeAndre Swift, Detroit Lions. I expect the Lions to be losing a lot in this game against the Los Angeles Rams, which means they're going to have to be throwing the ball, and they're going to be throwing it to DeAndre Swift. That's why I got him sitting right here at number 8. Number 9, Cordero Patterson, Atlanta Falcons, going to be going up against the Miami Dolphins. And this is a great matchup for the Atlanta Falcons running backs, right? And we really hope they continue to utilize Cordero Patterson after the bye like they did before the bye week. But we're paying close attention, right? Because we want to make sure we sell high before he falls off a cliff. Shouldn't be this week. Got him at number 9. Number 10, Chuba Hubbard, Carolina Panthers, going up against the New York Giants. A great matchup for Chuba. We know that they want to start to establish the run a little bit earlier in Carolina, take some of the pressure off of Sam Darnold. That's why I got him sitting at number 10. Number 11, Darrell Williams, Kansas City Chiefs, looked good last week. Found the end zone a couple times, and he's going to get those scoring opportunities on a weekly basis. Going to be at Tennessee here in week 7. On to 12 then, Damian Harris at home against the Jets. I mean, he seems to be healthy. He's not in the doghouse. He's getting plenty of volume, and we're looking for it here this week. Got him at number 12. 13, Josh Jacobs, maybe the highest I've ranked him in quite a while, of the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is all about volume. They're going to be at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Jacobs has been highly inefficient. He's getting the volume. He's just not doing much with it. I'm looking for him to find the end zone this week, and that's why I got him at 13. 14, Antonio Gibson, Washington football team, going up against the Green Bay Packers. I'm really waiting for some injury updates on Antonio Gibson later on in the week. That shin injury is really bothering him. You could tell it on the field just this past Sunday, and if that continues to bother him, he's going to drop further down the rankings. Pay close attention. There's a chance that he sits, and if he does, J.D. McKissic's going to be on the climb. 15 is Mike Davis of the Atlanta Falcons. Already talked about this matchup. Great matchup for them going up against Miami. And Mike Davis, Cordero Patterson, both could be heavily involved this week. Got him at 15. 16, James Conner. Going to be at home against the Houston Texans, so we know that's a great matchup. And I'm expecting a little bit more Conner later in this game because I expect Arizona to have a lead, rely a little bit more on the run down the stretch, run the clock out. That screams James Conner, especially if they want to rest Chase Edmonds and get him closer to 100%. That's why I got him at 16. 17, then's Miles Sanders. Philadelphia Eagles going to be at Las Vegas to face the Raiders. And finally, the coaching staff is coming out saying, hey, maybe we should get Miles Sanders more involved. Yeah, no crap, right? I mean, this guy's averaging close to 6 yards a carry, and you totally abandon him on a week-by-week basis. Get him the ball more. I moved him up a few spots in the ranks in hopes that this is kind of like where there's smoke, there's fire, and we see them kind of force feed Miles Sanders a little bit this week to try to get him going and really utilize him more in the coming weeks. That's why I got him at 17. Which takes us to 18. It's Devontae Booker. New York Giants don't love the matchup. Going to be at home against Carolina, but there's a lot of banged up weapons on the outside, and they may have to rely on Devontae Booker a lot this week for added touches. Plus, he can catch passes out of the backfield. Got him at 18. Number 19, Javonte Williams going to be on the road Thursday Night Football at Cleveland. Javonte Williams is an explosive running back, and a lot of people still don't want to give him the credit that he's due, but he's the only running back in the NFL with 3+ carries of over 30 yards. The guy can break off a big one. Looking for it this week. Got him at 19. 20, Khalil Herbert, Chicago Bears, going to be going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not the easiest of matchups, but as of right now, we don't know about the return of Damian Williams. Does he come off of COVID IR? Something we're paying close attention to because as of right now, Khalil Herbert in line to take the entire workload here this weekend. Got him at number 20. 21 then is A.J. Dillon. Green Bay Packers really absorbed that old school Jamal Williams role in this offense. Now they're going to be at home against the Washington football team in which they could have a lead late and really rely on Dillon down the stretch to get those garbage points. Got him at 21. 22 is where I have Dearness Johnson of the Cleveland Browns. Are going to be at home Thursday Night Football against the Denver Broncos. But I had to move Dearness Johnson up a few spots after we found out two things. One, that Baker Mayfield is not going to be playing. And two, that now there's an opportunity that Odell Beckham doesn't play as well. They're going to have to rely on the running game even more this week. I like both of these guys as a low-end running back 2-ish, high-end running back 3. I mean, it's not an ideal matchup, right? Plus, their offensive line is banged up. But for right now, I got Dearness Johnson at 22. 23. Right now, this is where I have J.D. McKissic of the Washington football team. But like I said, if Antonio Gibson sits, he's going to climb up these rankings, so pay close attention. 24, Melvin Gordon, Denver Broncos, going to be going up against those Cleveland Browns. I feel like I've been talking about this matchup a lot here in this episode. Melvin Gordon, the safer option, right? Not as flashy, not as sexy, even though he looks pretty good at times on the field. Not a whole lot of scoring opportunities in this offense for the running backs, right? A lot through the air. And with Javonte Williams being that more explosive guy, I have him finding the end zone here this week, so Melvin Gordon sitting at 24. 25 is Elijah Mitchell. I've had people in the comment section the past couple days saying, how do I not know that Elijah Mitchell is a workhorse running back in San Francisco? Do you watch football in San Francisco? They don't have workhorse running backs in San Francisco. They spread the ball around to everybody, including Kyle Juszczyk, who's a fullback out there getting similar work to Elijah Mitchell. So I'm not overly excited to throw him into my lineup as an absolute must start here this week. But with all the injuries, with all the bye weeks, he does find himself right here as a low-end running back 2, high-end running back 3 at home against the Indianapolis Colts. 26, Myles Gaskin. And it continues, right, to be this up and down roller coaster of how are they going to utilize him in Miami. And a matchup this week against the Falcons, he should be getting some decent volume, but we can't count on that on a weekly basis because it's so up and down. So I'm sitting him right here at 26. 27, Michael Carter, going to be going up against the New England Patriots. Not an ideal matchup, but he's somebody with a floor of about 7 points this week. So as a flex play in a horrible week, I'll take that from time to time. Got him sitting at 27. 28, Chase Edmonds, Arizona Cardinals, going to be at home against Houston. I mentioned this with James Conner. I don't think that they need Chase Edmonds all 4 quarters. I think they're going to have a late lead in this game, really not have to throw the ball as much, and Chase Edmonds kind of is just rested here down the stretch to kind of get him closer to 100% health, and they'll lean a little bit more on James Conner. That's why I got him sitting right here at 28. 29, Alex Collins, Seattle Seahawks, will be playing Monday Night Football at home against the Saints. The problem is, we really don't know what this backfield is going to look like, right? How banged up is Alex Collins? Does he play? We know we have no Chris Carson. Do we utilize more DJ Dallas and Travis Homer? People are asking about Rashad Penny. Rashad Penny will probably be injured by the second quarter anyway, so I'm not too overly excited to start him coming right off of IR. A lot of question marks here, and being that it's Monday night, I would prefer to avoid him altogether, but as of right now, until he gets ruled out or until we hear more information, Alex Collins is at 29. 30s where I have Demetric Felton, Cleveland Browns. We already talked about this matchup being the Denver Broncos, and Demetric Felton could be somebody who's relied upon in the passing game. Do they move him around from the backfield to the slot? Does he really be utilized more as a wide receiver, especially if they don't have Odell Beckham? The guy showed that he can be electric in the past, and that's why I got him at number 30. 31 is Devontae Freeman, Baltimore Ravens, a horrendous backfield here in Baltimore, right? They're going to be at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. We still don't know what's going to happen with Latavius Murray. He has not yet practiced at the time of this recording, so something we're paying close attention to, but Le'Veon Bell also in the mix here. So for right now, until we hear more information, Devontae Freeman sitting at 31. 32, Kenyon Drake had a great game last week, but was it just a fluke? Show me you can do it again. Kenyon will move you higher up the rankings. They're going to be at home versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Got him sitting at 32. 33, the rookie Ramondre Stevenson in New York, not really getting enough volume to put him higher. With the touches he's getting right now, he's touchdown dependent. They're going to be at home against the Jets, and it wouldn't surprise me if he does find the end zone, but just doesn't get huge volume once again. Got him at 33. 34, Mark Ingram, Houston Texans, going to be on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. This one's really all about volume because they're not scoring touchdowns in Houston, right? But Mark Ingram, somebody going out there on a weekly basis, 15 to 18 touches, low ceiling, safe-ish type of floor. Got him sitting at 34. Whew. Hang on, I'm going to get a drink. I got a drink. Man, it's like letting it flow like nonstop here. Next up, we got 35. Jamal Williams, Detroit Lions, playing against the Los Angeles Rams. And I mentioned it when we talked about DeAndre Swift. They're going to be trailing in this ballgame. Maybe not running between the tackles as much. So maybe we don't see as much Jamal Williams here this week. That's why I got him at 35. 36, Le'Veon Bell, Baltimore Ravens. Mentioned him when I talked about Devontae Freeman. Both of these guys found the end zone last week. Until we find out more about Latavius Murray, I got Le'Veon Bell right here at 36. 37, Naheem Hines, Indianapolis Colts. A matchup against the San Francisco 49ers, and his usage has been up and down. Really been utilizing Jonathan Taylor more in this offense. But in a matchup against San Francisco with a pretty difficult defensive front, Naheem Hines could be utilized a little bit more at times in the short passing game, the screen game. Got him at 37. 38, Sony Michel, Los Angeles Rams, getting that great matchup against the Detroit Lions. I expect them to utilize Darrell Henderson a lot. Sony Michel could see right around 14, 15 touches or so this week, though, which I do not hate, especially if he can find the end zone. Could be a pleasant surprise for somebody, needing him in a pinch here this week. 39, David Johnson going back to Arizona. Is this a revenge game for David Johnson? No, because he plays for the Texans and he hasn't been a thing for years, right? But it's a decent matchup. They could utilize him in the passing game as well, trying to get him the ball in space, trying to make something happen. We've seen him excel at that role in the past at times. That's why I got him at 39. And then lastly, number 40, Damian Williams. I kind of threw him in here as a reminder, right? We do not know exactly what's going to happen with Damian Williams here as of yet. Does he come off the COVID reserve list? Something we're paying close attention to. If he does, more than likely he's climbing up these rankings. So it's something to pay attention to as we head into the weekend. But that's going to round out our top 40 running backs here now for week 7. Do not forget, though, leave a comment down below. Are you interested in the signed Justin Jefferson jersey? Hit that like button, leave that comment, let me know, and make sure your account is set up at pristineauction.com. There's a link down below in the description. Have a great rest of your day, though. Looking forward to getting through week 7. All right, week 7 going to be a little bit rough for a lot of people, but hopefully you enjoy yourselves as we can try to relax, watch some football, and maybe this is the weekend that we don't check our fantasy scores nonstop on Sunday. Just throwing that out there as a possibility, but hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.
I'm a headliner.